Hello and welcome to another episode of Data Live Arusu Install. I'm Ring Stabity, the stabbiest stab that never stabbied, and we are wrapping up Yoshino's route. It is time for us to get the good ending. We've been having internet issues for quite a bit, so let's hope everything goes through fine. No internet crashes, no OBS crashes, no PC crashes, please, please, please. Alright, let's hop to it. Yoshino's ending's really easy. We just pick option 2 3 times, and then we'll get her good ending. Let's do it. No, I think we're fine. Yeah, so anyways, what can I do for you? Not at all.
まあそういうことだから今走って行っちゃった彼には悪いけどせっかくなんだしヨシノンたちと楽しい時間を過ごさないかい
Yeah, sure. You waited for me after all. Guess I'll have to call up Tonomachi and apologize later. Nah, no need. Shido in this game is such a dick. Anyways, did you have somewhere in mind, Yoshino? We could watch a movie or maybe stop by the video store. Well, if Ratatoskru can build you a whole apartment, sending you some movies isn't a problem. Anyway, we don't need to waste time standing here. Let's go! I'm sure they waited for me all day, so I bet they're tired. Well, obviously the solution is first grab some bubble tea. Exactly. Right. I decided to take Yoshino to a restaurant that Katori and I had been to before. Huh? I mean, sometimes. Well, I take Katori here sometimes. Come to think of it, I never come here alone. Well, when I'm by myself, I eat random junk. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too. What do you mean? Well, clearly we need to marry Yoshino before we can take her to the knockoff Denny's. Well, I think it just means a cozy atmosphere. Katori's my little sister, so she is family. Listen, Yoshino, we gotta listen to the puppet. You and I need to start a family. So, start popping out the kids. About that, family restaurants aren't exactly a romantic getaway. Hey, we just came here to eat. You do seem to be really good at it, Yoshinon. Sometime soon, I want to take you to a fancier place, but... No, that's not what I mean. I just don't really go on fancy dates, you know? Yoshinon, Shido is surrounded by women like a harem protagonist is. it doesn't actually mean he gets anywhere with them. This is all a misunderstanding! Besides, it's not my fault I've never been on a fancy date. Yep, just another reason all nothing more than a headache. Game translators. Right. Me and Yoshino's eyes lock. My and Yoshino's eyes lock. So stop mocking us. Anyways, what are you going to order? They're doing a dessert fair, so how about this parfait?
季節のフルーツフェアか。確かに美味しそうだね。吉野、これにする？シドさんは？
I'm fine with fruit juice.
そうして吉野のパフェをおねだりだね。悪くないんじゃないかな。
I think that's the author's other fetish. Hand feeding someone. I'm okay, but thanks.
またまた。自分もパフェ頼んじゃったらスプーンを使い回せないからね。
Yoshinon is being wily here.
私、コーヒーでいいですか？
Huh? Oh, sorry, were you not into the parfait? Hey, cancel this! Thank you for the raid! Cancel this podcast, folks. Welcome to Date Alive Arusu Install. This is a visual novel that takes place inside of the Date Alive universe. We are heading close to the good ending with Yoshino. And for those of you that are worried, Yoshino is in fact 40 years old, but because Japan, she's trapped in a little girl's body. Hooray, Japan. Anyway, this was originally released for the PS3, and I am playing the Steam remake. So anyway, hello everybody, and let's hop forward. Huh? Oh, sorry, were you not into the parfait?
いえ、違います。そういう気分っていうだけで。
You're not sick, are you?
そんなことはないかな。吉野もそういうお年頃だってことだよ。
Yeah, I'm the one that's sick, so hopefully I can avoid for most of it on the episode.
吉野、あまり言わないで。
Huh? Oh, well, if you want coffee, that's fine, I get it. Sometimes you just crave it.
はい、コーヒーの気分です。苦いから苦手だっていつも言ってるのにね。頑張っちゃってるのかな、吉野。吉野。
Hey, I'm fully on the anti-coffee crowd, so, don't be embarrassed by that. Maybe you have a point. Yoshino does enjoy sweets.
私だってコーヒーくらい飲めます。
When I was younger, I never got why people drank the stuff, but before I knew it, I was hooked.
そうです。コーヒー美味しいですよ。
It felt like something was off, but I called our waitress over to take our order. Yoshino, are you sure you don't want milk or sugar?
いりません。
She's trying to prove herself way too much.
そんなこと言っちゃって。苦いよ。少しだけ酸っぱいかもよ。そして苦いよ。ミルクを入れたらきっとまろやかになると思うよ。
Yoshinon, Yoshino said she would drink it.
ごめんごめん。だけど無理して飲んでも美味しくないと思うよ。ねえ、シドくん。
Well, I don't think you have to force yourself. Drink it whichever way you want.
シドさん、コーヒーはどうやって飲みますか？
Well, if I'm sleepy, I take it black. But I also like a good cafe au lait, too.
いつもブラックじゃないんですね。
Well, I can only handle so much bitterness.
シドくん、そこは男らしく渋いブラックで決めてほしかったのにな。
Well, I guess you could say I like coffee the way I like my men. Not at all. I guess drinking it black is a true sign of maturity, huh?
大人、そうですよね。
Yoshino sipped her coffee, but I saw a hint of reservation I couldn't help from looking at her. To make matters worse, her other hand held Yoshinon, making her shake even more. Are you okay? Yoshino was shocked by the temperature, causing her hand to slip. I hastily reached for a napkin to wipe the spilled coffee.
シドさん。
Yoshino, you okay?
大丈夫です。
No, you're not. You need to be careful.
すみません。服に飛んだりはしてないみたいだね。その分、吉野の足にかかっちゃったみたいだけど。
I looked at Yoshino's thigh and threw some napkins there. Oh, this is...
いやいや、これは吉野を助けようとしてるだけだよね。何もやましさはないと。本当にシド君は天然のラッキースケベだよね。
What are you on about? Oh, your skin is a little pink.
少しだけヒリヒリします。
Yeah, I got some nasty burns on my thighs in 6th grade in middle school. That sucked so much. Maybe some ice would help. I wiped the spilled coffee, but now the napkin was soaked.
シドさん、大丈夫ですから。
You shouldn't take burns lightly. Hang on a moment. Yes, that is true. Do not take burns lightly. I scooped some ice out of the water and put it on Yoshino's reddened thigh.
シドさん、それ、
It might become a burn later, so bear with me for a bit.
だけど、それ、冷たい。シド君もなかなかやるね。吉野も我慢しないと、跡が残っちゃったら大変だよ。
Yoshinon's got a point.
はい、我慢します。
Sorry, just hang in there for me.
なんて言いながら冷たくて思わず出ちゃった吉野の声に実はドキドキしちゃってるんじゃないの？
Hush, Yoshinon. The adults are talking. Yoshinon, this isn't the time for that. Yoshino, does it still hurt?
くすぐったくてよくわからなくなってきました。
If you're fine, then I'm fine. I took off the ice cube, and a sense of relief came over Yoshino. I used a napkin to dry her skin.
シドさん。
Well, your clothes might get wet. We need to wipe the moisture.
そう言いつつも太ももから手を離さないんだよね。わかるよ。だけど彼女なんだし、もうちょっと堂々と触ってもいいんじゃない？
Yoshinon! Hey, I told you! That's not what's going on!
吉野にそういう魅力がないってこと？
That's not what I'm saying either.
人前じゃなければするんですか？
Yoshino.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, gotcha.
だけど吉野ってば慣れてない苦いコーヒーなんて飲むから指導君に太ももを撫で回されちゃったりするんだよ。
I mean, she kind of won a point that way. Forget what Yoshinon's saying. Anyways, why did you order coffee, Yoshino? I thought it's what you wanted.
だってその方が大人っぽいですから。
Yeah, no, don't bother. Oh, is that why?
そんなことなんてひどいです。
I will absolutely tease you for that choice of reason. That was a silly reason. Sorry, I just mean you shouldn't have to force yourself to do anything. Adults can eat parfaits, can't they?
そうそう、本当は甘いもの好きなくせに強がっちゃってもう。
Exactly. Don't force yourself. You're entitled to eat whatever you want.
でも指導さんはいいんですか？
Of course. It's not like I'm your boss. Yoshino pursed her lips suddenly deep in thought. I looked at Yoshino, but the puppet only smiled back at me, silent for once in her life. Pretty sure that should mean I looked at Yoshinon? Since we were neighbors, whenever I got home from school, Yoshino would come over to visit. Well, we are close, so it's not too surprising. Yes, Senwise, we are back, dealing with a bunch of internet issues, but back again. The same occurred today, and Yoshino sat in the living room watching me work in the kitchen. Want to have dinner with us tonight, Yoshino? The menu's already set, I'm afraid, so I can't take any requests. Yeah, the interwebs have been causing problems.
ごちそうになります。いやー、悪いね、指導君。なんだか最近ごちそうになってばっかりな気がするよ。
I don't mind. I mean, it's only one more serving, so it isn't extra work or anything.
指導さんのご飯おいしいです。トーカーさんが好きなのもわかります。
I've made this dish plenty of times. It's not like an especially good cook. It's not like I'm an especially good cook.
だけど料理のできる男の子っていいよね。思わず吉野もキュンときちゃうよ。ポイント高いよ。
Thanks.
指導さん、お願いがあるんです。
What is it?
お夕飯の後でも別の日でもいいんですけど、
Oh.
夜一緒にいてもいいですか？
Oh my, Yoshino. You know that means something very different. Hey, Elijah Brown, welcome. Huh. It's not picking up your chats. 1 second. There we go. YouTube chats have been fixed. There we go. Anyway, what she was saying, yeah, sleepovers have a very different meaning. I froze. Technology, yes, technology has been annoying. How are you doing, Elijah?
わお、吉野ってば大胆。まさか指導君にそんなアプローチを仕掛けるだなんて。
Yeah, Yoshino doesn't even know that she's making a move. At night? I don't mind, but why do you ask? Did something scary happen?
いえ、そうじゃないんですけど、行きたいところがあって。
Somewhere else? Sure, I can go with you. Did you have somewhere in mind? Spirits were far, far older than they appeared. Even the game is defending itself. Even so, it wouldn't be good for Yoshino to walk alone at night. Technology. Let's get Pasquale to appease the machine spirits with an offering of rectified data repositories. All hail the Omnisaya. Feeling okay waking up earlier than expected? I was supposed to wake up later. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, I'm getting ready to sleep soon. Just gonna try to get this and possibly the next episode as well, depending on how much time it takes, done. The Omnisaya knows all, comprehends all. After dinner, Yoshino returned to the house. Once the time to meet got closer, I quietly snuck out of my house so I wouldn't wake Tori.
なんだかんだ言って、シドウ君は吉野の言うことは大抵聞いてくれるよね。
Only if it's within reason, okay?
ありがとうございます。
You're welcome. I mean, I don't mind your requests.
それは吉野が可愛くてしょうがないからどんなお願いでも聞いてくれちゃってるってことかな。
Hey, back when we were playing Spirit Pledge, we even spanked her because she said that she was a bad girl and needed to be spanked. So, apparently, yes. Alright, and once again, we are on the good route, so we will say, of course. So it turns out that even my speech was correct. Of course!
私、可愛くなんてないです。
Oh, you are extremely cute. What are you talking about? Yeah, you are!
ありがとうございます。シドウ君は本気で言ってるんだから余計にタチが悪いよね。
Why?
シドウさんは私が可愛くなかったら
Not at all.
聞いてくれないですか？
I don't think that would happen.
おやおや？どうして自信がなくなっちゃうのかな？
If I can, then I want to be here for you however you need me. It has nothing to do with how cute you are, Yoshino. I mean, it has a little bit to do with how cute she is. But we're here for each other now, so, I do find you cute. At the end of the day, I'll be there for you. Anyways, if she was no longer cute, we'd shovel her onto the pile of rejected waifus. Pretty much!
恥ずかしいです。そうやって照れる吉野を見て楽しむだなんて、シドウ君はなかなかのやり手だよね。
Smooth operator. That's not what I was trying to do! So I'll comment about the dish.
すごく嬉しいです。
Oh, the dish isn't like an exceptionally good cook. We only use a mediocre cook as ingredients. There's the dish comment. You're going to make me blush. With that, Yoshino wanted me to take her to...
ここが一番空がよく見えるところですか？
Yeah, you can almost see the entire city from up here. There are crater ruins in the middle of Tengu City that are visible from Takadai Park, situated beneath a gorgeous expanse of sky.
シドウ君さすが。吉野の急なお願いもこうしてきちんと叶えられるってことはちょっとレベル上がってきちゃったんじゃない？
Maybe. I'm happy you're both enjoying yourselves. Yoshino requested to see the stars.
だけどもうこんな夜中なのに出歩いちゃってるなんて吉野は悪い子だな。
Hey, I mean, if I go visit Enwise, it's just a short drive away to Hollywood and I can see the stars there. Check out all the stars in the sidewalk.
ごめんね吉野。だけどシドウさんと一緒だからそれで大丈夫かなって。
Right, if you were alone, I would have said no.
だけどヨシノンとしては吉野とシドウ君が二人きりのままっていうのもある意味危険じゃないかななんて思っちゃうんだけど。
Of course you would, Yoshinon. You always have the most, the worst assumptions about my character.
シドウさんは危険じゃないよ。 そうかな。シド君って紳士的だし優しいし、吉野の言うことは何でも聞いてくれるところがあるけど、それでも男の子だしさ。
See what I mean?
それに今は吉野の可愛さにメロメロなわけだし、どんなアクシデントがあるかわからないんじゃない？
I would never do anything to harm Yoshino. She's too cute.
そうだよ、吉野。だから大丈夫。それならそれでいいけどね。
Yoshino, sit over here. I'm sure standing gets tiring after a while.
はい。
Would you pat her head relentlessly? Yes. She gets all the head pats. Yoshino walked over and sat beside me. Yoshino, do you enjoy looking at the stars? I do.
わかりません。
You don't know?
今までゆっくり星を見たこととかなかったですから。
Oh, you're missing out. Yoshino.
だからこうして気になっていた星をゆっくり見られるようになって、指導さんに感謝してます。
I see. I'm happy to hear I could fulfill your wish.
そのために吉野とチューしたけどね。あの時の吉野は積極的だったな。吉野。
Oh, sorry about that.
謝らないでください。指導さんが悪かったことなんて一つもないですから。
Glad to hear it.
はい。
Yoshino then looked up at the sky. Hey, are you enjoying stargazing?
すみません。何を話したらいいか。
Yeah, I know that feeling.
シド君はここで星座の話とかでロマンティックに場を盛り上げてもいいんだよ。
Okay, so find the Big Dipper, then take the 2 stars at the far end of the Dipper. Going from the bottom to the top, they point straight to Polaris, and now you know north. So in case you ever get lost, that's where you are. Now, go back to the Big Dipper, take the handle of the Big Dipper, follow that curve, and the thing to remember is arc to Arcturus. So if you follow the arc, it'll take you straight to Arcturus. Then proceed straight on from there, and then you'll reach Spica. So the way you remember that is arc to Arcturus, then speed on to Spica. And if you're in winter, which is when you should be stargazing, because that's the best constellations, and what it is right now, you want to find Orion. Pretty easy with the 3 stars in Orion's belt. Look to the right, that's Taurus. Behind it is the Pleiades. Look up, you have Castor and Pollux, part of Gemini. Look to the left, you've got Sirius. And was it down that you get to? Wait, was Sirius left or down? I don't remember now. But anyway, I've got lots of stargazing facts. Spotting constellations and all that stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know much about them. Liar! I just went on a whole rant. I can point a few out, but that's about it.
なるほど。確かにやけに星座に詳しくて熱っぽく語り出す指導くんっていうのも想像できないね。
Yeah, Shido doesn't stargaze as a hobby, but I do. Right?
でも残念ながら吉野もそんなに詳しくないんだよね。
Oh, really? I figured you would be since you suggested we come here.
ごめんなさい。
She was just hoping that Shido would know as much as I do about stars. No need to apologize. I wish I looked up some facts beforehand.
まあ今言っても仕方ないからね。知らなくてもいつも星綺麗だって思っていました。
They are very pretty. Yeah, they're real pretty, aren't they?
だからやっぱり星を見るの好きなんだと思います。
So I think do enjoy stargazing. I think I do enjoy stargazing. It's easy to get lost in. It'd be far more enjoyable if I could point out planets or different star clusters. Fortunately, I have a star map on my phone, so I can do that easily. But putting that aside, there's something to be said about staring up at the galaxy. Let me know if you'd like to do this again. Hopefully next time I'll have some facts to share.
はい。私も少し調べてみたいです。
Oh, why don't we visit a planetarium next time? That's fun.
プラネタリウム。
Yeah, I've visited one on a field trip for school. It's not space travel, but you see some neat stuff.
テレビで見たことがあります。人がたくさんいました。
Well, you do it when it's not crowded. Yeah, there are. It's like being in a theater. I guess that doesn't appeal to you, huh?
指導さんと一緒ならそのうち行ってみたいです。
It's not space travel. In space! Just like pigs in space! Or, alternatively, rangers in space! I see. Then let's go someday.
はい。だけどここから見える空も星たくさんで
And when you
す
go...
ごく綺麗です。
And when you have the opportunity to go somewhere far away from civilization, where there isn't any light pollution and you get a clear day, especially if it's a high desert, and you just see so many stars, it's amazing. Pigs in Space are just hogging your attention. Pigs in Space are from Sesame Street, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Even though we couldn't tell any of the stars apart from each other, it was, as she said, breathtaking.
指導さんはもっとすごい星空を見たことはありますか？
I think it was the Muppet Show. Okay. Gotcha. Maybe once or twice recently. Even so, there wasn't ever enough time to take it all in. I hope we can go with you someday, Yoshino.
いつかなんて言わなくてもすぐに行けたりしないのかな？
Gotcha, you say? No, gotcha! Yes, Data Live is gotcha. Well, the gotcha servers are dying, fortunately. Why not immediately? Because planetariums are usually closed at night. They're for daytime. Huh, I feel like I can to a certain extent, or maybe not. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I hope we can go with you, yes, to a planet... Yeah, then let's go someday. Okay, but the stars we see tonight, so many of them are breathtaking, blah blah blah. I hope we can go with you someday, Yoshino. Don't say someday, why not immediately? Huh, I feel like I can to a certain extent, or maybe not. This line doesn't even make any frickin' sense.
そうなんですか？
Like, I can ask Katori. Ask her about what?
他の女の子に頼らないといけないだなんて、シド君、そういうのを解消なしって言うんじゃないのかな？
Ah, point taken. Sorry.
私ならそれでも大丈夫です。
I don't want you to be fine with that. You know what? I won't rely on anyone else. I'll show you the starriest sky that ever was.
楽しみにしてます。
Just gotta drive out into the desert. Yeah, leave it to me.
だけど、シド君も忙しそうだし、一体いつになるんだろうね。私、待ちます。シドさんなら、きっと約束を守ってくれるって信じてますから。
Yoshino leaned back on me, and I put my arm around her shoulder. Aw.
あったかいです。
How cute. So are you.
シドさん、何かお 話してくれませんか？その学校で行ったプラネタリウムでどんなこと聞いたんですか？
The story has to do with a different season. Is that okay?
はい。シドさんのお話聞きたいです。
I see. Well, it was about the constellation Cygnus. That is a summer constellation. It is the swan, and the primary star in there is Deneb.
白鳥座？それって天の川のお話ですか？
No, not exactly. Cygnus has the star called Alberio. And, what was it? Deneb?
なんだか頼りないね。
I mean, the field trip took place a long time ago. It's not like I was paying attention the whole time.
他に何か覚えてますか？
Oh, I believe Alberio is a binary star. From afar, it looks like one star, but there's actually two.
へえ、シドくん、意外に物知りじゃないの。
Don't patronize me.
それ、見てみたいです。
Next time, we can bring binoculars. I've heard using those allows you to see the whole sky clearly. They do. Stargazing with binoculars is very nice, actually. Honestly, a good pair of stargazing binoculars is better than a cheap telescope. Like, unless you really want to start spending a lot of money to get a good telescope, a pair of astronomy binoculars is a much better choice.
もう、シドくんってば、肝心なところあやふやなんだから。
Yeah, sorry. I'll make sure to have some stuff for us to look at next time.
次が楽しみです。
Right. Yoshino continued to ask me questions about random tidbits I knew. Before we knew it, it was almost midnight. Yoshino? Looks like Yoshino fell asleep on me. She's knocked out.
シドさん。
Yoshino was leaning on me, dead asleep. It might be tough to wake her up, and I'd feel bad for doing so. It is pretty late. Yoshino wasn't much of a night owl, so it wasn't a surprise. Until Yoshino woke up, I lost myself in the stars. Cool. Yoshino has been acting weird lately. I really don't like how this is just a bunch of disconnected dates that happen one after the other for the ending scene. Normally, she is reserved, choosing not to express something even if it bothered her. Even if it bothered her.
で、どういうこと？
Real Kotori with NPC, Kanazuki? That's what I'm asking. Why are you taking me away without any explanation? And what the hell is he doing here anyway? I mean, what reason would Kanazuki-san have for being at our school?
私は指令のいる場所ならどこにだって馳せ参じますよ。
That's not what I'm talking about.
非常事態なんだもの、仕方ないでしょ。
An emergency? What's going on?
最近というか時期がはっきりしてるんだけどね。吉野が指導と付き合いだしてからちょっと不安定なのよ。
Really?
言っておくけど、ケーキの故障なんかじゃないわよ。まさか指導、何かとんでもないことをしたなんてことないわよね。
Do the impossible, see the invisible, do the unspeakable. Row, row, got the No, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
ですが、指令。指導君と吉野さんは付き合っているのですし、恋人同士でするようなことであれば問題ないのでは。
Right, it was row, row, fight the power.
そんなことを聞いてるんじゃないわよ。
ゲッありがとうございます。
Kotori drop-kicked Kanazuki-san before turning around to face me. He dropped to the floor, grinning in ecstasy like a weirdo. Hey, Katori?
確かにあなたと吉野は付き合ってる。恋人同士だから二人でいろいろすることもあるでしょう。それなら問題はない。そう思ってる？
Calm down, Katori. Nothing fishy is going on, I swear. I haven't done anything that you would disapprove of.
もしかしてキスもしてないとか言わないでしょうね。
No, we haven't.
それが原因って可能性もなくはないわね。でもシド、あなたやっぱり吉野と付き合いだしてから何かやらかしたんじゃないの？
Like I said, our relationship is totally healthy and wholesome. We've gone on dates, but all we do is talk, eat, and hang out. Katori glanced over at Kanazuki-san while he played with some device.
司令、獅童君は嘘をついていないようです。
Aja, I wish the male characters were bolder in these kinds of series. Yes! However, it does pay off. Just remember Step Jesus is a harem protagonist. Bad and wise. Bad and wise. Yeah, Elijah, I completely agree. Fortunately, Shido does become one later in the series, so I can't really complain. It's just, yes, Enwise, I do know why he is. You've already assaulted me with that joke before. But yeah, unfortunately, this game takes place at the end of Season 2, and his character arc still hasn't fully completed, and he hasn't evolved fully away from being typical harem anime protagonist. He's definitely better than at the end of the first season, but yeah, it takes a while for him to get there. Let alone the start of the first season. Oh, start of the first season is bad.
なるほどね。本当に何もしてないか。あるいはシドがとんでもないことを当たり前だと思ってやってるか。
I mean, honestly, those are the only two possibilities, Katori. Innocent or so unspeakable that can't even be mentioned. What is that machine? I don't know how else to convince you.
じゃあどうして吉野が不安を感じてるのよ。二人とも好きで納得して恋人になったんでしょ？
Yeah, that's right.
吉野さんは獅童君には何も言っていないのですか？
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that Yoshino's been acting strangely recently, too. Katori's eyebrow twitched. We're happy whenever we're together, but there are times when I suspect Yoshino might be forcing herself.
それで？
Well, that's what was bothering me. I was asking myself how I need to proceed, and that's when you called me in for a talk.
そう、言い訳は別にいいわ。
You were the one who brought me here.
司令、獅童君にも自覚はあったようですし、この場はそれで良いのではないでしょうか。
そうね、今日のところは許してあげましょう。
Kanazuki-san, for once in his life, gave a level-headed opinion to which Katori had reluctantly complied. So is Yoshino okay? You mentioned that she's unstable.
なんとも言えないわ。今すぐ緊急事態とは言わないけど、何がきっかけでどうなるかわからないわよ。
Got it, so we can't ignore it then.
そういった事情もありますが、今回の件は司令が獅童君を心配し、
余計なことは言わなくていいの。
You absolutely do.
ありがとうございます。
It looks like she got you pretty good there. Are you okay?
ご心配なく。私が死んでも代わりはいますので。
So he's a program. He's as happy as usual. If he says he's fine, I'll leave it at that.
バカな指導がバカなことをしてめちゃくちゃになったらバカみたいじゃない。
Stop calling me stupid. No, she can call you stupid as much as she wants. You really are, a pudding brain, Shido.
そうね、仕方ないか。私たちはとりあえず経過を観察かしら。
緊急事態になっても獅童君に任せなければならないのが心苦しいところではありますが。
そうね、ここは指導に任せる。でも何かあったらすぐに伝えなさい。
Alright, I'll let you know. Thanks, Katori. I immediately gave Yoshino a call after that.
シドさん、お話って何ですか？もしかして愛の告白？ああ、だけどもう二人は恋人同士なんだし、それはないよね。
Well, it definitely is important.
それってそのシドさん、神社？それとも教会？吉野ならどっちでも似合うと思うけど、吉野的には教会の方がおすすめかな。
Hey, I agree with you there, Yoshinon. That is a correct opinion. No, that's not it. I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about right now.
今ですか？
Yoshinon, please reinterpret that as me saying that the wedding is happening right now. Yes, Yoshino. I sense there's something bothering you.
それは
You're not going to deny it, huh?
そうだよ。吉野だって恋する乙女だもの。そりゃ当然悩みくらいあるよ。シド君にだって当然あるでしょ？
I guess. Yoshino, does your stress have anything to do with me?
それはその
Yoshino, if I did something to bother you, you can talk to me about it.
シドさん。
I want to help you. I want to help you, Yoshino. Whatever it takes. Even if I'm not of any use. Even then.
吉野の悩みはシド君にどうにかできるようなことじゃないんだけどね。吉野。
Is that true?
そうだね。っていうか、シド君は何もする必要がないんじゃない？
Kill the spammer, kill the spammer, kill the spammer. Anyways, if you wouldn't mind getting the other side of it. Oh, you already got it. Wonderful, thank you. And I got it off of the social stream. Stab, 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 shank. I don't really follow. Am I involved at all?
はい。関係してます。
Then would you tell me?
それはその恥ずかしいです。
Then you can blush while telling me, it's fine. I gasped. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're uncomfortable talking about it, I don't want to force you.
大丈夫だよ。シド君が想像してるような恥ずかしい女の子の秘密ってやつじゃないから。
Hurrah! Reported. Oh, that's a relief.
あれ？でもこの悩みもそういう秘密に含まれちゃうのかな。
So what's the issue?
恥ずかしいことですけど、そのシドさんはどうして私が悩んでるって思ったんですか？
Well, I noticed you behave a little differently. I got worried, so I wanted to wait until you were ready to talk about it. I knew Yoshino wasn't ready to talk about it, but Katori had to bring it up, so I decided to use this opportunity to ask.
その笑わないでくださいね。
Yeah, I won't.
本当にシドさんにはつまらないことだと思うんですけど、私小さいですから。
Yeah, but you're not much shorter than Katori. What's wrong with that? because you're small?
つまり吉野は自分が子供っぽく見えるせいでシド君に迷惑かけてるんじゃないかってずーっと悩んでたんだよ。
I see. Is that really something to worry about?
気にするようなことです。 私真剣に悩んで。そうだよ、しのくん。そういう風に言っちゃうのひどいな。
Yoshinon's got a point. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, I could see how that might be stressful.
指導さんは気にならなかったんですか？
Now that you mention it, the thought never even crossed my mind.
そうなんですか。本当に？調子のいいこと言ってるだけじゃないのかな？
What's the point in lying about it? Well, there are moments when I hope others don't get the wrong idea, but that's it. Don't tell me this is what the whole coffee incident was about. Did you order it because you were self-conscious about your height?
その
Good night, Bird. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest. See you next time.
そうだよ。コーヒーをブラックで飲むなんて大人っぽいよね。
I didn't have the heart, that the thought itself was a bigger indication of her maturity. Didn't have the heart to tell her, maybe?
他にも大人っぽい服を用意してみたり。ただ、吉野が着られる服ってあんまりないから、どうしてもブカブカになっちゃったりしてね。言わなくていいから。似合わなかったから言ってなかったのに。
Not looking forward to many movies this year. I don't really pay that much attention to what movies are coming out other than to, laugh whenever, DEI movies, fail. I would have wanted to see it.
シドくんってば、ブカブカでヒラヒラであっちこっち見えちゃっててセクシーな吉野を見たいなんて、なかなかの通だよね。やだ。恥ずかしいです。
Oh, well... I don't blame her for feeling self-conscious, but I couldn't get myself to tell her not to force it.
だけど、シドさんがどうしても見たいって言うなら、その...
Hey, Yoshino, that's where you're wrong.
よくないですか?
Yeah, Elijah, any movies last year that you saw and enjoyed? Yeah, Yoshino, you're adorable. Almost too adorable for me. I think you're too accommodating. Yeah, I hate woke movies. Saw the animated Lord of the Rings movie. It was not a girl boss film. Okay, cool.
シド君としては彼女なんだしさ。何でも素直に言うことを聞いてくれた方が嬉しいんじゃないの?
Wouldn't every boyfriend be happier if their girlfriend listened to them? Well, if it comes naturally, then sure, but Yoshino, I feel like you're forcing yourself.
我慢なんて。
Are you forcing yourself to be more mature because it bothered you so much?
だけど、それは私がしたいからしてるだけです。
It had much action you liked a lot. Awesome! That's good to hear. Yoshino, if it means so much to you, I won't say anything. But listen to me, Yoshino. I've told you many times that I don't expect you to act any kind of way. In fact, if it's distressing you, then that makes me feel worse.
本当に私が子供っぽくてもいいんですか?
Alright, continue picking the good option, and this is the last option. After this, we're now locked into the good ending. I guess probably after the last choice we already were, but still. Actually, no, I think we might need all three. Whatever. I like you the way you are. Yeah, I like you the way you are, Yoshino. But if you want to work on your maturity, then I can help you.
おお、大胆。そうだね。今までも我慢してたし、大人になるのはもうちょっと後でもいいかもね。よしな。
Yeah, Lenwise also liked the animated Lord of the Rings movie. It's basically just an expansion of stuff from the appendices. The role of the protagonist, princess, is newish, but also reasonable and not inconsistent with the short version in the appendices. Nice!
でもその大人みたいになりたいと 確かです。
I see.
だけど指導さんが恥ずかしくないって言うなら
Yeah, I don't care how long it takes.
一緒にデートに行ってコーヒーとかじゃなくてパフェとか食べたりジュースを飲んだり服とかじゃなくてぬいぐるみを見たりそんな私でも一緒にいていいんですよね。
Well, when the plushies can get kind of expensive if they become an addictive hobby. Aside from that, yeah. Of course, I like you the way you are. Sure, your taste will change over time. I don't expect either of us to be this way forever. But that's all part of it, you know? I feel like when the time comes, I will still want to be with you.
指導さん、はい、私も指導さんと一緒にいたいです。ゆっくりでも歩いて行きたいです。
Still got to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw that in theaters. It was great. Absolutely enjoyed it.
ヒューヒュー、まったく二人とも青春だな。お似合いすぎてヨシノ嬉しくなっちゃう。
It was ridiculously silly, and they got salty because Ryan Reynolds kicked She-Hulk out of it.
そうかな。そうだと嬉しいな。指導くんがそのままのヨシノだけじゃなくてこれからも好きだって言うんだからそれでいいんじゃない？もっともこのままのヨシノがベストでここから変わったら困るなんて指導くんが言い出したらさすがにヨシノもいろいろ考えなくちゃならなかったけどさ。
Yeah, more ads. That would never happen.
だよね。もっともそうじゃないと安心してヨシノを任せられないけどさ。
I'll do my best to ensure you trust me.
ありがとうございます。
You're welcome. Then again, I have to hold up my end of the bargain and make sure you'll still want to be with me too.
指導さんは今のままで大丈夫ですよ。
You think so?
そうです。
Yoshino quietly nuzzled herself closer.
指導さん、お願いしていいですか？
Within reason, sure.
かがんで目を閉じてもらえますか？
Sure. I did as she asked and shut my eyes. Her fingers softly grazed my cheek, and I felt her slow exhale. I waited quietly. Aww. Then I felt something soft press against my forehead. Yoshino?
その今の私が私らしく指導さんを好きだって思ってできるだけ頑張ってみたんですけどこれが精一杯で。
Something soft, but not her bust. Yes. Yoshino.
ごめんなさい。
Why are you apologizing? It makes me... I've had to say no consoles. They pushed me too far. Oh? I'm not upset at all. What is your problem, Yoshinon?
指導君は紳士だな。だけどいつまでそれで我慢していられるのかな？
What are you talking about, Yoshinon? I would never do anything to hurt Yoshino.
嫌がらなければやるんだ。指導君大胆発言しすぎじゃない？
That is technically what he said, what he implied at least. Cross my heart, hope to die. Yoshino blushed and looked me in the eyes.
私からはま だ恥ずかしいので、これが精一杯ですけど、シドさんになら何をされても大丈夫ですから。
Feels the PS5 has way less stuff than it should. That sounds about right.
シドさんを待ってます。
Hearing her express herself so directly almost blew my mind, but it was a reminder that I could never do anything to hurt her. I pulled Yoshino in close to me softly, and I gave her a gentle kiss on the forehead. She doesn't mind whatever you want to do with her, waggles eyebrows. Yes! End credits! Koshi Tachibana, original one. Sioni-chan, look at my body carefully, okay? Dum, do, da, dum. I'm fine, all because of you, Shido-san. Sitting in her lap, or resting our head on her lap. Previous one was the pool date, it seemed. Yeah. Then, if we're not in front of people, you would... You know what you get when the story and mechanics of an H game end up clashing? Please, do tell me, Anwise. Ludonarrative dissonance. Yes, dissonance between the ludes and the narrative. Anyway, hooray, we are on the good ending. We better be on the good ending. Could you lean in and close your eyes? Let's let this complete, and we'll get the little coda at the end. Here she switched to her spirit form. Familiar with the original term. Is it just narrative dissonance, or is it something else? No. What is the original term? Ever since then, we stopped using the words because we're dating. Ludonarrative dissonance. Oh, I'm not even familiar with that. Just because two people are going out doesn't mean you have to do anything. That's obvious. But it's also not a reason to do nothing. From Ludus game. Ah, interesting. So it's, the dissonance between the game and the narrative of the game. Or I guess the gameplay of the game and the narrative of the game. You know, like how, in some games, you can jump and do amazing acrobatics and cutscenes. And then, in the gameplay itself, you can't even hop over a little ledge. Just because two people are going out doesn't mean you have to have a reason. That's obvious, but it's also not a reason to do nothing. If we want to do something, we'll do it. If not, we won't. We just won't force it. And we won't be tied down to any labels. Or Phoenix down and Eris dying. Yeah. We talked about it. And as we'd suggested, we were spending the days slowly and calmly.
シド君も気が長いよね。
What are you talking about? Yoshino had visited me after school again today. Of course Yoshinon would be with us.
だってシド君も若い男の子なんだし、彼女ができたらしたいことはたくさんあるんじゃないの？何でもしていいですよ。ほら、何でもしていいってさ、この子の。
It's true that I imagined wanting to do a lot of things once I had a girlfriend. But it doesn't have to be right now.
どうしてですか？それは別に吉野がどうでもいいってわけじゃないよね。
Of course, I told you already, it doesn't have to be now. It can be eventually.
そのうちですか？
Yeah, eventually is eventually. Yoshino, you'll always be with me, so I'm sure such a time will come. I'm fine with waiting until then.
気長な話だね。まあ吉野も構わないって言ってるんだし。シド君が我慢できなくなったり、衝動がこらえきれなくなっちゃったら、好きにするといいんじゃないかな。
Yoshinon, you're a really bad influence.
はい。心の準備はできてます。
I want to think that I wouldn't lose control. To have her say this much, I don't know what to do. So what do you want to do today? You want to read books like the other day?
二人の愛を感じる共同作業だね。
Yoshino isn't good at flipping the pages because Yoshinon's there. So I always flip the page for Yoshino so that she can see while leaning on me.
今日は持ってきたものがあるんです。
Yoshino brought something big today. What did you bring today?
なんだと思う？サイズの割に軽くて柔らかくて触り心地がいいもの。さあ、なんでしょう？
A big puffy duvet or comforter. Huh? I have no idea. Cute! Plushies?
はい。時間はかかっちゃいましたけど、私が作ったんです。
One of those puppet-having girls, I have mixed feelings about them. Yeah, totally understandable. Even worse, she has a complete split personality. Yoshinon has a completely alternate personality, but it's still inside of Yoshino. But wow. Okay, that is interesting. She's got a giant Yoshino plushie holding a little Yoshinon plushie that Yoshinon is also holding. And of course, Shido has a big Shido plushie. Wow, they're all really good. All the plushies that Yoshino took out seem to be made with care. Huh? This plushie, I feel like I've seen it before.
こっちがシドさんで、
Is it a
こっ
bad
ちが私です。
is it a bad personality? It's a lewd personality. Yoshinon is totally the pervert in the relationship here. It's sort of mischievous. Very mischievous. Yes. Mischievous, not malicious. But yeah, Shido, how could you not recognize the plushie of yourself?
なかなかイケメンにできてるじゃない。これならヨシノンと一緒に並んでても大丈夫だね。
Yeah, right. I think it's really well made, Yoshino. You're good at making these, aren't you?
はい。得意かどうかはわからないですけど、こういうのを作るのは結構好きです。
Yoshinon totally wants you to get it on with Yoshino. Yes, he or she does. I'm not exactly positive which, whether Yoshino is supposed to be Yoshinon is supposed to be a boy or a girl, because sometimes, it's used differently in different situations. Yoshinon has both worn a bikini and also been Yoshino's husband in one of the side dates. So who frickin' knows? They always call Yoshinon she that I've heard. They've called her he as well a few times, but yeah. It's a mixture, but definitely leaning more towards she. It looks like something you'd buy from a store. No, even better. Frickin' Yoshinon. Yep. I took the plushie that looked like me and examined it. It really was well put together. But knowing you made and kept a plushie that looks like me makes me blush a bit.
しまって。
Oh, I'm not mad. It doesn't upset me. It's just, I feel self-conscious about it.
だよね。当然シド君に会えない時はそのぬいぐるみを見たり抱えたりしてその寂しさを紛らわせてるんだもの。
I could totally imagine.
ねえ、想像した？想像しちゃった？
I can totally imagine that, Yoshinon. Shut up! If you do that, you'll make me think about it.
ごめんなさい。その
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't mind. It's nothing you need to worry about, Yoshino.
ありがとうございます。
If you feel lonely, Yoshino, I would like to be by your side.
大丈夫です。それが私のわがままだっていうのは分かってますから。シド君にはシド君の生活がちゃんとあるからね。ヨシノだってそれを邪魔したくなんてないよ。
You say that, but Yoshino, you can afford to be more spoiled if you want. No, don't be spoiled.
じゃあそのこれからもシドさんのぬいぐるみ大事にしててもいいですか？
Yeah, that's spoiled at all. You're a sleepy kitty. Time to curl up. Yeah, I'm wrapping up this thing soon also. Have a good night, Enwise. I would never say no.
よかったね、ヨシノ。今までもご飯の時に横に置いたり一緒に寝たりお風呂に入ってたりしたからね。
Yoshinon, you really want to embarrass her. You can get it wet?
ちゃんと手洗いしないとダメですけど。でも本当にいいんですか？シド君がいいって言ってるんだからそれでいいんじゃない？なんなら代わりにこのヨシノぬいぐるみをシド君のところに置いていくとかどうかな？
I mean, that is the natural, way to do it. That might be a good idea.
うんうん。それでシド君も添い寝したりすればいつでもヨシノをそばに感じられるよね。
Yoshinon? It's nice that I'll be with Yoshino, but I kind of feel embarrassed sleeping with a plushie at this age.
それ可愛いと思います。
It's nice that Yoshino's happy, but I honestly can't be happy being called cute at this age. And before I knew it, Yoshino picked up the plushie that looked like herself and held it out toward me. Seeing you like that, it's interesting.
不思議ですか？
Yeah, seeing the plushie Yoshino and the Yoshinon next to one another, it kind of feels like they're friends.
それじゃあ今はシド君もヨシノンたちの仲間なのかな？
Good night, Enwes. Huh? Oh, yeah, I guess that would make me part of it. I tried moving the plushie that I had in my hand. Yoshino matched my moves and moved her plushie along with mine.
こんにちは、シドさん。
Yeah, hello. Yoshino made the plushie bow, and I did so too, but I couldn't help but bow with it.
ほんと不思議ですね。シドさんが私の作ったぬいぐるみを動かしてて、なんだか可愛いです。
I think the plushie would be happier to be called cute rather than me.
ヨシノは普段から可愛がってるからもう飽きてるかもしれないね。
Are you always with it?
そんなにじゃないです。シドさんに会えなくて寂しい時にそっとそばに置いて寝たりするくらいで。
As she said that, Yoshino made the plushie take action as if to say, "You caught me." I see, so you're sleeping with Yoshino, huh?
シド君、羨ましいならそう言えばいいんだよ。
It's true, I am kind of jealous.
だってさ、ヨシノ、シド君はヨシノを抱っこして寝たいんだって。それじゃあ、今度、お泊まりしてもいいですか？
I guess so. Yeah, sure. Having an embarrassing conversation like this through the plushie somehow made it bearable.
だけど吉野を抱き枕にして寝るだなんてシドウくんは幸せ者だね。こんな贅沢なかなか味わえないと思うよ。
Yeah.
それにそうやって一緒に寝るなら思わず手が当たっちゃっても仕方ないよね。私もしかしたら寝相が良くないかもしれないからその時はごめんなさい。
Don't worry, it's hard to wake me.
そうなんですか？
Yeah, because I don't wake up easily. Katori will dance on top of me.
つまり逆に言えば眠っちゃった後なら踏みつけなければシドウくんは目を覚まさないってことだよね。
Don't treat me like Kanazuki. Wait, that was just an example. I do wake up at times too, you know?
頑張ります。
What is she going to try her best at? Besides, if Yoshino spends the night and I'm able to hold her, would I be able to fall asleep normally? Honestly, if such a thing happens, I feel like I'll be so nervous that I won't be able to sleep at all.
シドウくんは顔に出やすいな。今から緊張してどうするのさ。
Well, we're talking about Yoshino coming over to spend the night. Of course I'd get nervous. But even then, even if Yoshino did come sleep over, I'm sure she'd be sleeping in the guest room.
添い寝できないんですか？
Well, Katori's in the house, so I don't think she'd let that happen. Does life feel different to me so far? In what sense? Now that we live in 2025?
なんだかんだでシドウくんは小鳥ちゃんに頭が上がらないよね。
Contrary to her attitude sometimes, she's still my little sister.
いつも一緒にいられて羨ましいです。私もシドウさんの妹だったらな。
But then we couldn't date. 2025, not really. Not much has kind of changed lately. But I wouldn't like that. It is also literally January 2nd as I'm recording this, so hasn't had much time to be 2025.
困るってどういうことかな、シドウくん。吉野と吉野と一緒にいたくないっていうの？ひどすぎるよ。
That's not what I mean. If Yoshino's my little sister, then I can't have her as my girlfriend, right?
そうですね。
Yep, and besides, we may not be together now, but I'll try my best so that we can be together someday.
だけど今は妹に気を使って彼女を抱き枕にもできないんだよね。
Yoshinon?
シドウさん、みんなに優しいですよね。
He is. You think so?
そうだよ。それもシドウくんのいいところだけどさ、他の女の子にも優しすぎたら不安になっちゃうんだって。乙女心わかんないかな。
Did I worry you?
シドウさんは悪くないです。ただ私が勝手に不安になってるだけで。それも本当に勝手なんです。優しいことはいいことです。それを心配するなんて良くないことです。シドウさんが私を裏切ることなんてないって信じているのに。
It's like she doesn't know that it's a harem anime.
独り占めしたくなる時があって。ごめんなさい。
It's nothing to apologize for. I'll be more careful too. Yoshino is a good girl and is always looking out for me. That's why I'm sort of relieved that something like this worries her. It's just that it's hard for me to suddenly stop being like that.
それはむしろやめないでください。シドウさんが急に他の人に冷たくしたらもっと悲しいです。だから結局吉野がわがままだっていうだけの話かな。罪作りだな。これはもう責任取らない いけないな。
Of course I'll take responsibility.
のあ、シド君は相変わらず大胆だな。
So they say, but I was able to say that because I was using the plushie to talk. If it were me, then I'd be so embarrassed I wouldn't be able to say something like that.
シドさん、
Not sure what to look out for this time. Hopefully lots of Luce posting. Yoshino, what's... Oh,
好きです。
me too.
これからもよろしくお願いします。
Of course. And so, not just the plushie, but we too got closer. Let's continue to be together with this feeling in our hearts. I think that's it. Yes, Yoshino's Playhouse. Watch Yoshino's good ending in Arusu Install. Save system data, and there we go. Yep, took an hour 20, just like I expected. I was hoping it would have been shorter, but nope. Another long episode, that's quite alright. That also means we absolutely do not have time to do the next one this stream. But regardless of that, let's wrap the episode up first. Please like, follow, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Free money in the description, and next time we'll be doing the bad ending, or rather the normal ending. Alright, see you then, bye now.